Hello, Dr. Zhang. You are involved in an international Horizon 2020 project together with your supervisor, I think Professor Feng.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Is the project MycoKey. Can you just introduce us a bit into your field of work and what you do, also the topic of your project?
Okay. In my group, we mainly focus on the toxigenic microbes, like fungi, and which produce mycotoxins and harmful to human and animals. So we mainly focus on the population dynamics of the pathogen and genomic, functional genomic analysis. Based on this, you want to reduce mycotoxins in crops, in food and feed.
And finally, this is also what people eat.
Yeah,
they should not. They should get high quality food.
Yeah.
And you also said you work on mice and you work on wheat.
Yeah.
How about what you pull out of the project? What are the expected results? Is it common publications? Is it rather patents? Or what do you expect to get out of this project?
Because our project is in the Horizon 2020, it's called Social Challenge project. So we mainly focus on practice in the field for the consumers, for farmers. So we want to, of course, we will publish papers, scientific papers to introduce our research progress. But we do more on practice. We want to develop some technologies and we want to introduce the technology to farmers, consumers, to indeed to reduce mycotoxins in different stage of the food production. For example, before harvest or post harvest, in different fields.
So can you tell me a bit about the international cooperation? Why do you need international cooperation? What is the added value or the benefit cooperating with your international partners?
With cooperation, I think because the Chinese and European partners have their own advantages, so in different fields. Based on the cooperation, we can improve our research level in both sides, and we come together to resolve the problems like mycotoxin. For example, in some aspects, post harvest to how to reduce toxin in food. The European partners have advantage in this field, and we focus on the control of the disease in the field, so we can help each other.
It's a complementary work.
Yeah.
So you also have or provide access to your area, your crops. You have your crops. The Europeans have their crops and their fields, and you can share know-how and can also look at it from a global perspective. I mean, maize and wheat, we also have it. We have it everywhere on the globe.
Yeah, this is our common interest. At your site, we will exchange our opinion and some ideas. Usually we will have international meeting, and on seat or every 1 or 2 months we'll have a Skype meeting by internet.
So you're communicating a lot.
Yeah.
You let the know-how flow.
Yeah.
And could you do this kind of work also just with Chinese partners, or why do you need with European to cooperate with European partners and US partners? Could you not just find this solution with Chinese researchers? Would this be possible?
Because in different countries, in different locations, we have different situations, different problems, but we have common interests. And also in our in research, different way, many focus on different research fields. We can help each other and to
solve this societal challenge, as you said, yes. So you need also the know-how of the international partners to tackle the problems in your own area.
Yeah, it's ideas and materials and something, and also we can visit each other's life to do together.
So did you knew the partners before?
Yeah. For we have collaborated with Washington University for 12 years.
For 12 years already?
Yeah.
And why now a new project, an international project? What is special about this project, Horizon 2020 project? What is different if you compare to project before?
In former projects, we mainly focus on one crop, one mycotoxin, one pathogen. But this time, many toxins it is now to straighten up healthy.
Yes,
so
it's
now,
a huge topic.
Yeah. So this time we have more than 30 partners. We focus on different crops like maize, wheat, peanuts, and also other crops and different mycotoxins. So we want to resolve more problems.
So you get also the contacts for larger projects to look at bigger topics afterwards, more crops, more mycotoxins.
Because although there are different crops, different pathogens, but we can get common interest. So I think it's helpful for all the partners.
I think also the quality of a research project is maybe improved if a lot of scientists look at the same topic and look if this is really right, what we are doing, what we are observing, and we can also reproduce. And may I ask you about recommendation for future international cooperation, especially between China and the European Union? You're now experienced with Horizon 2020, your group. Yes, exactly. What should be improved?
I think the main problem is one is maybe different the management of EU committee and most they do the things independent. For example, the early the project we have different period. For in European side they have 4 years, and Chinese side they have 3 years. So they will cause some problem for collaboration. And also in this time we begin to organize some application in late 2014. So
yes.
now it's more than 2 years,
almost
3 years.
Yes.
We're still waiting the results in Chinese side.
Okay. So it reminds me of parents, a mother and a father, they are not agreeing on the same educational practice regarding their kids. So it's two parties, like the European Union and China.
I think they should communicate more. And another situation is, I don't know whether it's an exception for this project. Usually like most and your community published one call, and then after iteration, this was one project and one team.
Yes.
But this time, in European side, under the one call, this was two projects. But I never heard about that. So in Chinese side, we also for the application, we also have two groups to apply this project. But
so it's split. You had to split off the
yeah, but
groups for two calls.
Yeah, but we don't know whether most support one or two projects. We both will afraid one group will fail to get funding, but this is very disappointing.
So maybe also more clear rules,
Yeah.
more guidelines or
Yeah.
requirements.
Yeah.
And,
I never heard about under one called two projects. I think maybe most don't think about that. So I think maybe you can help us to from your side to communicate your European communities, communicate with most about that.
Yes, definitely this would be our issue, and we do our best to contribute to a better understanding.
Yeah, and another thing is the reporting system. I think it's a little complicated in European side. Every 3 months we should submit the report, but we also should submit the report in Chinese side to most. So we spend much more time on the office work, because scientists, I think our scientists want to spend more time on
in the lab. Yes, they
right.
want to produce results and do the experiments. So you say you use a lot of time for the administrative burden, as we call it, and
so maybe
the reporting.
Maybe it's a longer period, not so frequent.
Okay, thank you very much for this interview, and we wish you a lot of success with your projects and cooperations. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Welcome.